TAP-G, you done in there? We have to start today's episode.
Yeah, in a minute.
Come on, man. You know the policy. Use the spray this time. I don't want to have to... What in the name of Toon Lagoon are you wearing?
What? Lots of guys wear pastor robes on Sunday.
It's Monday, and you're an atheist. Are you about to make some seriously offensive joke and get us booted off YouTube?
No, it's hard to explain.
Spill.
I'm on a bunch of different Walt Disney fan sites and blogs and Facebook pages. See, we got to talking about Walt fandom, and I, in my infinite wisdom, said, there ought to be a religion based on the teachings of Walt Disney, a Church of Walt, if you will, LOL. Things got a little out of hand from there.
Oh, don't tell me.
I didn't intend to start anything. Honestly, all I know is 1 minute, I'm making a lighthearted jab, and the next thing I know, I'm dragged into a 47-comment thread discussing the merits of an actual Church of Walt.
We're 20 minutes south of Holy Land, and you're not concerned about scripture warning about honoring false gods?
Well, no one was open to calling it the Synagogue of Walt or the Mosque of Walt. In any case, by sheer volume, I was elected Grand Poobah, Wizard, Pastor, Rabbi, whatever you want to call it. Mostly because A, it was my suggestion, B, I live near Disney World, and C, I'm already an internet celebrity.
I wonder what that makes Banksley and some jerk with a camera.
Bottom line, I can't back out of this, and we'll probably have to record the podcast and do the sermon at the same time.
But it's now? You said they know you do the podcast.
I told them we were doing the One Man's Dream review today, and my sudden and devoted followers agreed that today was a good day to start.
And there's no way out of this?
From a social standpoint, no, but also, I see no problem in invoking words of goodwill and spirit. Rouse some passion, teach love and respect, and maybe reaching the atheist agnostic community who aren't necessarily satisfied with the higher power but will accept Messiah-like mortal of the entertainment industry.
You know what they say about where the best of intentions often lead, right?
Well, regardless, I'm going to deliver the sermon soon. Let's get started. Hello, I'm TAP-G.
And I'm SurferClock.
And welcome to What's the Attraction?
Where our work is your vacation.
So, One Man's Dream. That cozy little niche everyone brushes by on their way to Toy Story Midway Mania? Yeah, that.
In 2001, had Walt Disney not passed away, he would have lived to see his 100th birthday. In celebration, Disney gave us the 100 Years of Magic 17-month-long celebration from October of 2001 to February of 2003. During that time, we got a slew of parades in all 4 parks, but the hub of the event was at Disney's Hollywood Studios.
And as we all know, the best way to honor the memory of someone like Walt is to build a giant blue sorcerer's hat to replace the water tower as an icon and conceal the great movie ride. What was that again about honoring gods falsely?
Originally, all of Mickey Avenue was home to the Backlot Tour. Throughout the 90s, the Backlot Tour got cropped, little by little, before the once 2-hour tour was reduced to a whole 20-minute tram ride when it closed in 2014. For a while, most all of Mickey Avenue was home to Backstage Pass, which was mostly an extension of the Backlot Tour. In 2001, Backstage Pass closed, and that following October came not only the Big Hat, but the Stars and Motorcars Parade, and this little homage dedicated to the life and times of...
the mustached marvel, from magnificent Marceline, Missouri, the maker of Mickey Mouse, master of magical monarchies, and the mighty man himself...
Walt Disney?
Shadaisy!
That was quite the alliterative effort.
Thank you.
On October 1st, 76 days before Walt's 100th birthday, One Man's Dream opened its doors. Finally, guests were given the opportunity to familiarize themselves with the entrepreneur/creative genius. It's mostly just a single hallway museum and exhibit chronicling the story of Walter Elias Disney, from memories in Marceline, Missouri, to his last epic dream of Epcot. There's quite a few cool things to check out.
Like the Epcot Things, Walt Suitcase, Burbank Studio Office Space. There's TVs with Tinker Bell where she whoops like an Indian. Buddy Epson, Dancing Man, a model of Adventureland. Lincoln Robot Project X, that's Walt presenting. Look what's next! Tokyo, Disney Sea, and there's Zorro, Spin and Marty. A multi-plane camera makes your eyes gleam. Come on down, you'll see a speech by Roy Disney in One Man's Dream. Painter Dolly riding on a train of steam. One man's dream, one man's dream, one man's dream.
Man, you're on a roll.
Doing some vocal warm-ups for the sermon. At the end of the hallway is a 15-minute film further chronicling the successes and defeats in his life. Since 2006, everyone's favorite Austrian mountaintop singing, Genovian ruling, umbrella-toting dame Julie Andrews narrates the show. Prior to that, well, it was narrated by he who must not be named.
Voldemort?
Oh, no, nah, he's cool.
Michael Eisner?
How dare they speak his name! Oh, Walt, save this poor soul, for he doesn't know of whom he speaks. The power of Walt compels you! The power of Walt compels you!
Hey, knock it off! Look, I know you weren't a huge fan of him, but like it or not, he helped Disney through the 80s and 90s. Disney World wouldn't be what it is without him.
Sorry, I'm really getting caught up in this. Man, this kind of power is intoxicating.
Do we have time to discuss the exhibit before you have to head back out?
Sure. Let's make it quick.
Well, after all, there's not too terribly much to say about Walt Disney One Man's Dream. It's pretty good.
I say it's awesome.
Well, I would, semi-agree to slightly disagree. I say pretty good. It doesn't quite hit the level of truly awesome for me.
Really? Why is that?
I mean, it is... For what it is, it's really good. It has such an extensive timeline of Walt's life, although they do skip a few important details.
Like the success of Davy Crockett, the huge success of Mary Poppins, his Chicago birth, the tragic opening of Disneyland.
Yeah, those. But with all the stuff that they've managed to gather, it's a pretty extensive collection. I'd say definitely worth a look.
I think it's filled with a lot of really cool archives. Probably the best museum about Walt outside the Family Museum up in San Francisco.
You know, you've got a good point there, and I honestly can't say I've ever been there.
No, neither have I, but I mean, that one has been founded by Walt's daughter, Diane Disney Miller, who sadly passed away last year. So I'm thinking that it's probably got to be the number one thing in the world about Walt, and this is right about second.
Yeah, so I would say definitely if you're at Hollywood Studios, you owe it to yourself to check this thing out.
Absolutely.
It's really good.
Especially in a day and age where a lot of kids don't believe that Walt was a real person. I actually knew someone in high school who said Walt was not a real person because Walt was too weird a name. So it's kind of nice to have something here to remind you that Walt was a real person. He did a lot of really cool things. And without him, so much of everything we know wouldn't exist today.
In this day and age of the internet where anyone can say anything about anybody, it's a nice little reminder that, yes, Walt Disney, be he a messiah-like man, as you so eloquently have said, he was a real man and he did a lot of really great things, and the Disney empire would be nothing without him.
And then there's that movie at the end of the hallway.
Yeah, don't expect to leave with dry eyes, especially if you're a bunch of sentimental fools like us.
Oh yeah, we cry
every single time.
It's really beautiful. I wish it was longer and had more details, but I mean, man, I think my day would be just about ruined every time I would go in there.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's got some decent things about it. The only thing is that for me, this is something that feels like, yeah, okay, you could see it as part of a Disney park, but if you put this attraction anywhere else, be it on, say, iDrive or anywhere near Walt Disney World, I think it would work just as well. And that's really what this has going against it. That you could literally put this just about anywhere, fill it up with some memorabilia, charge $14, $15 to come check it out.
Sure.
The thing is, it works anywhere, which is good. But the problem is, it works everywhere, which does nick it a little bit for being at Walt Disney World, because you're kind of already drinking the marmalade, as it were. So it feels slightly unnecessary, but I'm certainly glad that it's there. So for me, I'm going to go ahead and give this a 3 out of 5. Certainly not a bad little place, but there are definitely better experiences you can check out.
Well, being the huge fan of Walt Disney that I am, having read his biography by Bob Thomas and studied so much lore about Disney, this is my favorite spot in all of Hollywood Studios, as I said, and I can't get enough of this place. And I kind of wish I could place it right at the beginning of the park so people could get an idea of who Walt was before experiencing Disney World. But, as it is, I love it. I really love going there, checking things out, and be reminded of why we're still here. Have things changed since Walt was around when he passed away in 1966? Oh yeah. Are things certain muddied up since he passed away? Oh yeah, but on the other hand, it's nice to get back to the roots once in a while and discover this little treasure. I think my biggest complaint, aside from missing a few things, is that it's just too short. I don't know what else you'd fill it up with, but it's just not long enough for me. I have to give this a 4.5 out of 5.
Okay, so that's a 4.5 out of 5 from TAP-G and a 3 out of 5 from SurferClock.
Whoops, that's my cue. Wish me luck.
Good luck, bro. Now, Walt Disney One Man Stream has both assistive listening and reflective captioning. Wheelchairs and scooters are welcome, though be warned the corridors can be a bit narrow. It's a good place to take some time out of the sun or the rain, but more importantly, it's the best place on Disney property to teach the young ones about who Walt really was and why he was so important. It comes recommended. Now, what do you guys say we listen in on TAP-G's sermon? Alright, here we are.
Brothers and sisters, we are gathered here to celebrate in jubilance and joy. We are blessed by the touch of Walt. Bask in his holy radiance and glory. Can I get an amen? A man who has forgiven our wicked ways and the corruption of adulthood. He has brought us unfettered exuberance. He has purified our souls by reminding us of our inner child every time we pop in the Peter Pan VHS in the VCR. Glory to Walt in the highest for his healing touch. He has given us hope. He has taught us love. And as he taught us in Rhythm 28:9, let thine haters hate, for my socially ostracizing ears may bring ridicule. They will grant me the ability to fly. And he roamed this earth ever so humble, preaching kindness and humanity. A man who risked every ounce of capital on wild and transmogrifying ideas. A man who cared not from whence you came, nor whom you believed, but knew you were in need of a trip to Disneyland to cleanse away the cynicism of a bitter, wicked world. Take it away, ladies!
Man, look at him go. He's a natural. This may not be a bad thing after all.
Can you see the light, child? Can you feel Walt's love? You, ma'am, with the walker, come and tell me what ails thee.
Oh no.
I am Janet Phillips, and I have a broken hip.
All things are possible with Walt at your side, Miss Phillips, and I can heal your hip through the power of Walt.
TAP-G.
Do you believe in Walt?
Yes!
Do you wish to be healed?
Yes!
Do you wish to be forever cleansed in the eternal awe of Walt Elias Disney?
Yes!
Then be healed! She's resting. The power of Walt has been so great that she needs to recuperate so her hip can be restored to its healedness. Bless my soul, Herc was on a roll. Hi everybody, TAP-G again. SurferClock and I are contacting you from an undisclosed location so we can properly close out today's review. Care to say a few words, Surfs? No? Still with the scary look? Right. Now the mob that's after us is forcing us to lay low for a while. Mum's the word on our location.
Hey guys, could one of you hand me my jacket?
Sure.
Thanks. I'm ordering pizza tonight. Want anything?
Extra marinara for me, please. Surfs? Nothing? Okay.
You know, you're paying for the difference.
So, yeah. I'm TAP-G and I'm totally not mad at TAP-G. And we're What's the Attraction Where Our Work Is Your Vacation. Oh, look! That was what was jabbing me in the back. Tower Girl's vacuum. She is not keen on using it much, is she? Hey, SurferClock, let's play Guess What's in Tower Girl's Vacuum Filter.